Alright, Hazemega here, and I've got another desktop anime figure showing. Well, like, technically it's not an anime, it's from a video game. Okay, so this is M1 Garand from the game Girls Frontline, or also known as Dolls Frontline in Japan. Okay, I'm really excited about this one because I really like M1 Garand. I think she's really pretty, and the M1 Garand is one of my favorite rifles. Okay, I don't own one yet. I want to one day though. I'm looking. Okay, so I got this figure last year. Okay, yeah, I got this figure last year during the pandemic. Okay, and I didn't get her until like this year. Okay, it took a long time for me to get her because they wouldn't ship anything to the United States. So I had to have her shipped here through surface mail from Ami Ami. Okay, that's where I got her from. Ami Ami, and she was 5,500 yen. Okay, this one costs more. I bought her with the 5.7. Okay, so if you guys want to see that that show and tell video, I will put it at the end of the video, a link to it for the 5.7 figure. Okay, if you're interested in that one. And I also have the Type 95 or 97, Type 95 or 97 swimsuit figure and the Suomi figure. Okay, so there are four. To date, there are four figures, S-style figures, from the Girls Frontline game in the freeing S-style line. Okay, so that's pretty awesome because I don't think they really do that many figures. Okay, I think one year they did the Suomi and the Type 90 something, and then last year they did the Garand and 5.7. Okay, so $5,500 from Ami Ami. That's kind of expensive. If usually they're around $30 is how much the S-style figures cost, but this one there must be a reason. She must be beautiful. Okay, because Garand is beautiful. I love her. She's one of the best. She's a high-powered rifle, that's for sure. Okay, so 5,500. That's about $50 for a 1/12 scale figure, and the shipping I paid was about 6,000 yen, so about 60 bucks to ship her. But I had her shipped with a bunch of other stuff. Okay, I probably could have had her shipped SAL is what I'm thinking, because they'll do this. Sometimes they do the small stuff even during the pandemic. Okay, so that's the info on how I got her and where I got her. Okay, let's start the show and tell with the box. Okay, so here's the box. There's a picture of Garand right there. All right, that's a 3/4 shot. Yeah, okay. So it says S-style here from Dolls Frontline or Girls Frontline in the U.S. This is M1 Garand swimsuit version, Beach Princess. Okay, so this is actually one of the costumes in the game you can get for Garand. Okay, and it's called Beach Princess. And Hades Omega has it, so we can take a look at it after we look at the box. Okay, so this is number 36 in the S-style line. All right, and it says there's S-style logo here. Here's the Dolls Frontline logo right here. There's an M4 silhouette right here, and then that says M1 Garand swimsuit version Beach Princess. Okay, that's the name of the costume, and then it's a 1/12 scale painted figure. Okay, and you got copyrights from Sunborn Network Technology and Sunborn Japan down here. Okay, and it's already kind of dirty. It's been kind of sitting in my room for a while, so I'm excited to get her out of the box. All right, so there's a picture of her backside, the full figure. You can see the rifle right here. Okay, the Garand. And then oh, that's kind of cool. The background is kind of like an OD green color. Yeah, it's like kind of like a light olive. I would say a light olive color, and then there's this kind of like camouflage, like a woodland camouflage background. That's kind of cool. That's a cool little touch right there, because she is the. If you guys don't know, the M1 Garand is the this rifle right here was the World War II rifle for the U.S. Army. Okay, and a couple other armies. Okay, and it is like one of the best semi-automatic rifles in human history, in my opinion. Okay, it's pretty cool. Never shot one before though. Okay, and then there's your S-style logo right down there. Okay, and then here is a picture of the front, like a half shot of the figure, and then a picture at the back, half shot of the figure. Okay, and as you can see, in this side she's wearing a skirt, and in this side she's not. So the skirt is, you can cast off the skirt if you want. Okay. Ooh, she looks so pretty. Okay, I can't wait to get her out of there. So here's the freeing logo right here. She has constructed a PVC and ABS here. Okay, there's some more Good Smile information. I guess Good Smile helped produce this figure, and made in China down here. Okay. All right, and then here's a kind of side shot of the figure, kind of like a 3/4 shot with the same background and info. Okay, and then let's take a look at the top. There she is. There's the upper half. Hoo-wee! All right. And then the bottom is black. Okay. Yeah, you can tell Hazemeg is really excited for this one. I waited a long time. Okay, so before we go unbox her, there she is. Okay, so that is the image that it was based off of, that in the game. Okay, so that's the Beach Princess costume. Hazemeg actually has this one, so I can show you guys. Okay, that's what the whole figure looks like. There's actually a damaged version also, but this is of the normal version of this costume. Okay, looks pretty similar, yeah. Yeah. Also, if you guys don't know, she's voiced by Risa Taneda. Also, it's one of my favorite voice actors. Okay. So yeah, there's just a little info right there. Hazemeg is like a level 153 commander, by the way. Okay. All right, let's start this unboxing. Okay, there she is, the beautiful M1 Garand. So I'm not gonna lie, this figure was difficult to build. This is, to date, this is probably the S-style figure that has the most components or / parts to it. Okay, they're like freaking. So there's these two go together. Okay, right here. There's so many layers to the packaging, and then there's another two right here. There's like 4 layers. I've never seen a S-style figure with that many layers in it, okay? And like, you actually have to look at the manual, okay? All right, so there you go. So it consists of 5 parts, okay? There's the head, the skirt, the rifle, the body, and then the base, okay? And then so I guess you're supposed to put the skirt on if you want to use it. I'm not going to take the skirt off, guys. So the way it goes is there's a peg on this side here, and then there's a hole here. So the peg goes through the hole, and then there's this kind of bow thing that sticks on top of the peg, so you don't see it. Okay. Ooh, she's so pretty. And yeah, so that's how it is. All right. It kind of, you have to take her head off, and you have to kind of put the skirt on, and then fish it this way. Okay. And then yeah, and then it says you're supposed to put the head on, and then you put the rifle on. The rifle was the next hard part. So the skirt was pretty hard to get on, and then the rifle was hard to get on as well. Okay, so it's supposed to be hanging off her thumb. I tried my best to try to get it in there. It's kind of hanging off her thumb. It's also kind of resting on the skirt a little bit. So there is ample opportunities for paints to scratch and paint transfer and stuff like that. Okay, guys. Just realize that. All right, there's the rifle right there. It looks like a pretty accurate depiction, But when we take a closer look at it, we'll do the thing, okay? And then she goes on to the base. The base has 3 pegs, okay? There's a steel peg on, I think, in the back here, and then there's 2 plastic pegs. So she's pretty secure. She's probably one of the more heavier figures, is what I want to say too. Definitely, that's why she cost 5,500 yen, okay? She's got a lot of parts, and it looks like there's a lot going on with this figure. So, okay, so Hades Mega is we're gonna take a closer look at this figure, and we're gonna scrutinize any problems with it, okay? So I want to say, all right. But first, we're gonna do a quick 360. Okay, so Hades Mega's gonna look her over and tell you what I think about her in the next clip. All right, Hades Mega out. Okay, Hades Mega's back, and I've just looked Garand over, and oh, she is so beautiful. I'm telling you, totally worth the extra money, that's for sure. Okay, this is such a detailed figure and has excellent paint and everything. So, like I said, this is probably has the most parts to it, is what I'm gonna say, compared to any other S-style figure I've seen, and there's a reason why you have to pay extra for her. Okay, so let's start at the base and work our way up. I just want to point out that, yeah, I compared her to the artwork, okay, and she is perfect, man. They got all the details right, okay. They got everything. Like, there's a skirt, there's the rifle, okay, the way it goes through her hair like that. And then just the little details and stuff they got right. So let's go take a look at it. So let's start at the base and work our way up. Okay, so there's the base. It's a kind of almost like a neon green color almost. It's one of those cog dealies that they have for all the S-style figures, so you can kind of just put them all together. It kind of reminds me of a spirograph, if you guys know what that is. Okay, so there's her feet. She's wearing some sandals. They're white sandals with kind of like a brown sole to it. They look like they're painted pretty well. Okay, it's kind of not the white paint, where the white paint meets the brown sole. It's kind of not totally straight, but it looks okay to me. Okay, and there's her toes. I can't really make out any kind of nail polish, if there is, or just, you know, just a different color for her toenails. I don't really see any, okay. Or, you know what, hold on, I need to get up in there. No, there isn't, or you just really can't see it, okay. But yeah, her toes look like toes. All right, and then yeah, so it's a white sandal with 2 straps on it, okay. You can see her feet go through it. And then she's wearing this little anklet right here. It's like different colors. Okay. And then there are those beautiful legs. Let's go move up a little bit. And there's no disputing that M1 Garand is a thick raifu. Okay. She's a thick American raifu. Alright, so there's the legs. Doesn't look like there's any kind of shading on them. Paint looks good though. It's not too shiny and it's not too dull, is what I'm going to say. Looks good. Okay, let's go take a look at this skirt. Okay, so this skirt is like it's kind of a blue. It's kind of like the sky. Okay, you've got this kind of cloud kind of pattern on the bottom here. That's white. And then you got like a sky blue color on the top, okay? That's what it looks like, a sky on top of the clouds, okay? And then there's like I said, there's a little like kind of bow tie right here that it goes on top of the peg, okay? And unfortunately, oh man, I wish we take the skirt off. That's a good question. Hades Mega would have to take the whole figure apart again. All right, let's so yeah, let's take a look at the skirt. So the skirt, she's got her hand over the skirt like this, all right, and then she's wearing like a pink bracelet here, and there's her hands right there. Just kind of, I guess the wind is blowing and she's trying to keep the skirt from flapping up. Okay, you can see her hand like on top of it, and it's got a lot of folds, a lot of details in it. Lots of folds everywhere. Is there any kind of shading on it? I don't think. Actually it does. There is some shading. There's some kind of white shading onto it on top of the blue. Yep. And there are lots of folds in it. Very nice. If you kind of look at the bottom is just all white, okay? Okay, yeah, so Hazemega, I think is going to take the skirt off so we can see the rest of the swimsuit. Just for you guys, just for you guys. Okay, there's a view of the skirt from the top and this from the bottom. Okay, it is quite flexible. I was able to get it out without taking her head off again. All right, and there's the little knot thing. I guess I'm just not going to put it back now. You want to see all her lady features, right? Okay, so there it is. Oh boy, wow, it is kind of a sexy swimsuit. All right, it's kind of got like 2 pieces to it, so let's go talk about the swimsuit now. So it's kind of like she's wearing like a thong. It's kind of like a thong. It almost looks like she's not wearing it at all. Also, okay. So yeah, definitely these are some things you wouldn't see in the illustration from the game. Okay, you wouldn't see the bottom of the swimsuit, but it is a OD green color. Okay, like an army green. All right. It's just this kind of like this little piece of cloth that's going over her butt crack. All right. And then this one that's going over the front. It's like literally, it's like falling off her hips almost. Okay. And then there's a string that ties it together right here. Okay. There's another string right here, and they've got these silver tips to it. Okay, OD green, and then I guess it's like she's got like suspenders on. It's or like a garter sort of. It's an interesting looking swimsuit. I've never seen anything like this. So there's a string that goes from the back, okay, and then it goes to the. There's a string that goes from the back and it goes to the front, okay. And it connects to the front. So I guess that's what kind of holds it up, because it looks like it's just falling off, right? But that's what really holds it up. It's kind of interesting. Okay. She's actually pretty slender for how kind of thick she looks, is what I'm going to say. Alright, so let's go move up a little bit. Wow, she is voluptuous, I'll tell you. She's one of the more voluptuous T-dolls, I was going to say, okay? Alright, so yeah, there's a lot of skin on this figure. You can see a lot of skin, and it's beautiful. Alright, now I did notice there is a little, there's kind of like a little green mark here. I guess like some of the paint, it's like paint splash or something. It's very faint, but it's kind of like a little green dot, sort of. Okay, yeah. So there's a little green dot, like right here, I noticed. That's kind of the only flaw that I've seen in the whole figure, okay? So you can kind of see her tummy, sort of, kind of. She's kind of like crunched over, so you can't really see it too well. But you can see her belly button there. Okay. You can see a lot of her hip here. Okay. You can see a lot of her back. Looks like a person's back, yep. Okay, and then there's a lot of side boob action here, okay? And she has enormous boobies. Alright, so the bikini top is the same OD green color. Alright, and then I guess there's a clip right here with a string, and it goes around her neck. Okay, and there's a tie on the back, and then there's another string that goes around the back. Okay, and then I guess it ties. I know it's hard to see because her boobs are like so big and they're tucked under there, but it ties in the front here too. Okay, so that's the way it works. Okay, guys. Okay, and then let's go take a look at her head. So she's got she's beautiful long blonde hair, okay, that's kind of tied up in a ponytail. The wind is just kind of blowing it back there. She's got this blue, white polka dotted scrunchie. Okay, you can kind of see that line that separates the front of the hair to the back of the hair. And then she's wearing an armband, headband. She's wearing a headband right here. Okay. She's got like a lot of bangs too. And then, you know what? She looks like a lot like Darkness. Now that I think about it. Yeah, she does look kind of like Darkness in this illustration from Konosuba, if you guys don't know. She's got this kind of like hair tie on the side here. All right, and then she's got a flower in her hair right here. Okay, it's like a pink flower. And then there's like a black hair tie here, or a bow that's connected to it. So much color in this figure. The skirt makes it even more colorful. Okay. There's the skirt again. I kind of do like the skirt. Okay. Maybe I might put it back. I'm not sure. All right. And yeah, so yeah, she's got this long golden hair that goes all the way down her back, and then the rifle goes through it. Okay. And then we'll go take a look at the rifle right now. All right. So there's this M1 Garand rifle. So it's got a sling right here. It's a pretty thick sling. It goes from here through her thumb right here. Okay, I tried to get it the best I could in there. It's kind of hard to tell anyway. So, all right, and then it looks like there's some kind of buckle here, and then it connects right here. I guess this is where you would adjust it and stuff. It looks like you can adjust it from 2 places. It's similar to a M16 sling, if you guys have seen one of those. All right, and yeah, and then there's the Garand rifle. Okay, there's the receiver and then the stock. You can see the 2 halves right there. It looks pretty well made. Okay, there's the rear sight adjustments and everything. There's the charging lever right there. And then you got the barrel here. Everything looks nice and straight, you know. Here's the back part of it. It does look kind of woody. Oh, there's some overspray here. Uh-oh. Okay, if you look right here, there's a bit of overspray or over painting, you know, too much paint. All right, but it's okay. There's the butt, and then does it look like it's shaded? It does look like it's kind of got some shading to it to kind of make it look like stained wood. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. Pretty nice. Yeah, there's the trigger assembly right there. All right, the strap, and if you look at the strap from this direction, you can tell it's like an OD green, very similar to the bikini color. Okay. Yeah, all right. All right, so there you go. That is the close-ups and scrutinizing of the M1 Garand Girls Frontline figure from the Freeing S-Style collection. Yeah, so there was just this little it's a very faint green dot, is what I want to say. And then there was this kind of overspray here. And then like the sandals weren't like super painted straight. Okay, they look a little wavy and stuff. But other than that, this figure is excellent, and there is a lot of details and a lot of color to it. And M1 Garand was very beautiful. So that's why I like her. She's one of my favorite characters. Okay, she doesn't get enough screen time, if you ask me. And her voice actor is Risa Taneda, also, if you guys don't know. Okay, yeah, so yeah, there's the rifle that goes through her hair, and then you get the skirt with it too. I think I'm just gonna put the skirt back on. Maybe, we'll see. There's the skirt, and then there's a bow right there, and then you get the rifle, and you get a beautiful rifle tactical doll. Okay, there you go. And then yeah, obviously in the illustration you can see the backside of the figure. I think it was meant to be viewed from like a lower angle. Because she's kind of like stooping over, and she's kind of looking up. But I like it. This is one of my favorite illustrations from the game too. It's not and it's also not very expensive also. So that's another good reason to get it. Okay, so thanks for watching. That's the end of the show and tell. I will get some 360 video and some close-ups. If you guys want to check out the other Girls Frontline Freeing S-Style figures, I will put a link at the end of the video so you guys can check them out. All right. The next one I'll be doing is the 5.7, and that one is a very kind of sexy swimsuit one also. So, alrighty. thanks for watching. Hazel Miguel. I'm very happy with this one, even though I had to pay extra money for this one. Most of the S-Style figures are around $30-$40. This one was almost 60 bucks, okay? More like 50 bucks. So it's really not that much more expensive, and you get like a lot, okay? But putting it together was kind of a pain, I'm not gonna lie. But she is great, in great shape, okay? They did a great job painting her. She looks pretty much like, when I looked at her compared to the illustration, they got like all the stuff right, okay? And you can see more, since this is a 3D figure from a 2D illustration. There's more you can actually see, okay? You can see the back part, okay? And her hair and the side boobages it is excellent. Okay, guys. All right, thanks for watching. It is Miguel.